welcome to Off the Clock with Mo. Today I have a special guest here. It's my Uncle Eddie. He's one of the hardest working men that I've had a chance to witness my whole entire life. You know, that's your phone?
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody
okay.
walking by the house.
So that's my Uncle Eddie. And he's always on top of something. This guy here, we shared a room at one point. We used to sleep in the same room, twin size beds, messy room. He was the only one with the TV on the side. All I could do was listen to the TV. I could never watch the TV. It was in black and white, but it was a TV, damn it. Thanks for joining us today, Eddie.
No problem, nephew. No problem, nephew.
So how's your day been today so far?
For a Saturday, it's been laid back.
Oh, okay.
No complaints so far.
No work today?
No work today.
No work. Now, I don't know if, everybody that knows you, those that don't know you, we know how hard of a worker you are, and I believe some of the characteristics that I have in myself has rubbed off you onto me.
Okay.
As far as, getting up, working all day, every day, and not letting it bother me none.
No, because the bill's gonna keep coming.
Yeah, the bills will keep coming, and and with that work ethic, where did you get that work ethic from? And how did you maintain that work ethic? Because some people just be like, you know what, man, this ain't no money in this. Fuck this, I ain't working.
It ain't about no money. There's certain things that you want. Either you're gonna try to get it the decent way and work, or you're gonna try to run the streets and get it the illegal way. I chose so far to do the working hard way.
So in your younger days, you was never tempted to, or you just said, forget, I'm just gonna keep going to work and see what I get this route.
We always tempted, but I just decided to go the straight and narrow.
Did you ever have any friends that went the opposite way, and if you did, were any of those friends close to had you thinking, well, shit, I think I could do it, or?
No, none of the major friends, nothing that wind up getting, no, none of them. You see a lot of people doing this and that, but had a pretty good upbringing.
Right.
So, no, I wasn't swayed that much where I'd give it a shot, no.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because, like I said, just watching you and Ty do what it is that y'all do, just went to me, and I believe that for the most part, all the Dillon men had that work ethic.
Yes.
From anywhere from starting with your father, my grandfather, your brother, my uncle, me, your kids, my kids. It's just this just, if you ask me, I think it's a strong family dynamic that just parts of it just rubs off on everybody, and you just end up doing something that you don't even realize that you're doing because you don't watch somebody else do it for so long, and and being that positive role model.
Yeah, you set a good example. You set a good table. That's about it. Yeah, because no one has seen no one in the family take the shortcuts. All I'm seeing do the hard work and putting the time. You necessarily might not even get everything you wanted, but you got what you needed.
Right. And then coming in with the family dynamics with the children. What motivated you to stay in your kids' life? There's a lot of men out here. There's a lot of black men out here that get scared and run. What kept you grounded and wanted to stay in your kids' life, even though you may not have been with their mothers?
It was just my children. I wanted to raise them, see them grow up, and be a part of their life. Nothing special. Like say your granddad, he made sure we had everything we needed. He might not have been there, but he made sure we ate, we had a good roof over our head, and he took care of business. So I just, my children, want to be around them, still want to be around them.
Right. And I think that's I think one of the biggest testaments, with your children are, when they become grown, they still want to be around you. They may not want to be around you, but they still want to be around you.
There you go.
You know.
Yeah, you go.
You know, anytime they say I'm coming over or what you doing, you know, as much as I feel like, you know, as much as you may have thought that you could have did better, maybe, you know, you did the best that you could do and it's been appreciated, just being said in different ways.
I agree with that. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that.
Because, you know, because like yourself and you know, I've raised, you know, a child that wasn't necessarily mine, but still like being around. How can, you know, because I've seen you do it as well. You know, how does that feel to you that, you know, when you have children that's not necessarily yours, but you've been in their life, their whole life, and they want to continue being in your life?
Well, I take it a different way. Once I decided the kids were mine, then they mine. So I don't address it as they're not mine. I have 5 kids.
Right.
So that's what I have. It ain't about they came with this baby mom. I have 5 kids, so I don't look at it that way. I have 5 kids. That's all it is from that day forward. So I don't look at the aspect of that.
Right.
That I have 5 kids, so that don't matter. I don't look at where they came from. They mine.
Right.
They mine to God. Take me home.
Right. So. No, and I feel, you know, I feel the same way. You know, I got a child that's mine. You know, that may not be biological, but at any given time, it's all. You know, anybody ask me how many kids you got, it's gonna be 3 kids. I got 3 kids. You know, it's just like that.
Right.
You know, like, well, how old was you when? Well, that part's not important. Right. They just, you know, just, you know, my kids. You know, they know it's nothing better than being able, you know, kids being able to know that they can come knock at your door anytime and come in at any time and stay as long as they want.
Right. You know, you do the best for them.
Right. You know, and I know one thing that probably rubbed off on me, you know, from you, is being laid back, but also being authoritative. How do you balance the two? Because we all know everybody's did Eddie find out yet?
I've gotten better as I got older. And my lovely wife keeps me well grounded. Well grounded. Well grounded.
Did she know about that part before she married you?
Yeah. I would say, I was. Maybe not this. Yes.
How long y'all been married now?
24 years.
It's been 24 years?
2000.
Wow. It doesn't seem like that.
It's been a good ride.
It doesn't seem like that. I mean, of all the people in the world, you know, you have one of the greatest wives I've ever got to witness somebody else, you know, be married to. You know, you don't come around too many women that you can like. Well, that's a damn good woman. That's the definition of a woman. Behind, you know, on the side of each man is a great woman. That is, you know, that for me, that's the true definition that she is when I see her with you and you with her. Because when y'all first got engaged, I remember y'all practiced that whole not having sex before y'all got married.
Yes.
Yeah.
Practice
and every time the wind blew.
Yeah.
How did you get through that, being who you was before that?
I took it one day at a time. I was blessed. That's all I can say. I never thought I would make it, but I made it, and it was one of the greatest accomplishments I had, and it was worth it. It was worth the wait. Did you ever think about, man, I can't do this? Yep. And I mean, I had to give you, you know, kudos on being able to do it, you know, because, you know, so many men out here want what they want. When they want it, right? When they want it. And it's so easy to get what you want when you want it. That is true. But
when you find someone that you feel is worth it and you do it and it all pays out in the end.
Yes.
You know, and what part did she play or does she still play on you being a better version of yourself?
Everything.
Such as
everything from my temperament, make sure I'm still going to work and providing my education, my health, every aspect of it.
Oh, okay.
Every aspect of life.
Compared to what you were beforehand, did you see if I would have told you in 1991, 92, this was gonna be your life?
No, sir. What, being with her?
Being not necessarily being with her, but being that you are who you are right now, as far as everything that you say you may not have been, before her.
Wouldn't have believed you because I wasn't at that path. I wasn't at that juncture in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have no one in my life to put me on that path or that juncture.
Right.
It's not, showing me right from wrong. Not showing me right from wrong was how you present it to a person. You can present it to a person where he doesn't accept it, and you can present it a situation how he accepts it. So that's where she puts that balance. We might not agree on everything, but how we handle it
Mm-hmm.
is more laid back. So,
because I know we grew up
mm-hmm.
going to church,
Mm-hmm.
with Granny from
Mm-hmm.
on Sundays, and then I also know that we also got away from going to church once we got older.
Yeah.
And I always watch a lot of things and see a lot of things that a lot of people that started off in the church that go away from the church and then find their way back to the church somehow,
Right.
regardless of of the life that you live. You could be a R&B singer, you could be a rapper, but if you started off in church somehow, you always end up coming back to church no matter who you are. And what was that like, getting back into church again after being out of church for however long that you was out of church on the regular?
It was just a different, how can I explain? Church is a good life, but also it's a roller coaster.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many things that goes on in church that's good, that's blessing the Lord, and there's so many things goes on in church that's not good. So just navigating the good and bad and knowing who to stay with, away from, who to be with.
Right.
Just because you go to church and you go to church every Sunday, that don't mean you still around some people who ain't doing what they should do.
Right.
You still got to navigate yourself way more, I believe, in the church than in the streets. Because in the streets, you know what Pookie and Ray Ray come from. But in the house of the Lord, every deacon or every sister is that ain't what they is. So it's hard to navigate, in my opinion, in the church as it is in the streets.
But then just you being you, what has it done for you individually? Just being more involved in the church.
Well, when we first started out, I was way more involved. Lately, I haven't been that much involved in the church. But my thing is, with me not being involved, I'm not going to hinder her from being involved.
Right.
So that's just where we're at now. I'm not going to hinder it. But if I see something ain't right in what she's doing in the church, I'm going to say something about it.
Oh, okay. All right. Because, I had the same type of, I've been getting involved in church a little bit more than what I have in a long time. It feels good, but at the same time, it do be certain things that I do see that I'm like, and with that, it'd be kind of difficult to say to my significant other, I don't know about that without sounding like, without coming off negative,
right?
Instead of coming off being conscious, being weary,
right?
Trying to be safe because just where I come from, I'm always watching people. I'm always I'm always paying attention to people, even though I don't say much.
Right.
I'm still paying attention to you, and it'd be kind of hard to. I don't know about that one.
Right.
How is that with you when you see it and deal with it, knowing that your wife has been involved on the regular a little longer than you?
sometimes I see things she doesn't see,
Right.
and I point it out to her in a way that's not attacking, but just in a way that she acknowledge it. And sometimes if I have to say something to someone else
Mm-hmm.
in the church, that's fine. Like, perfect example, like say, in the church, they always have all these meetings and everything, Earth board meeting or board meeting or the choir meeting. One thing I always stress to my wife, you ain't never meet with no pastor by himself.
Right.
You need to talk about it. If the Lord called you, you don't need to sit down with a pastor by yourself. I don't care what pastor it is.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that we need a special meeting because of love. No. We don't do that. I don't care what minister you is.
And she respect that.
Oh yeah, that's going. Okay.
Yeah. And and that's the, that's the great part about it. You know what I'm saying? She respects that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to talk to me, but my husband got to be here too. You got to talk to me. 3 or 4 other people got to be here too. It's something of that nature.
Right.
Because
there's a lot of good pastors out there, but there's a lot of them they ain't walking that line.
Right, and you don't know which one is and which one isn't.
Right.
Yeah,
And if I find out it excuse me, we're gonna pray for Pastor Such. I don't know. Pastor Such is gonna know I'm coming.
Right. Now that's the part that the uncle that that I've seen before. I don't know if that's the husband that she's seen before. But I have to give you. But at the same time, I have to give you kudos on having an open enough mind to say, you know what, this is what it is that she loves to do, what she like to do. I'm gonna get involved in it too. I may not get involved in it as much,
right?
But this is what I'm gonna do because this is the woman that I truly do love, and this is what I'm gonna do for her.
Right?
And I have to, give you kudos for not just thinking about just yourself and only yourself. I don't like to do that shit, so I ain't gonna do that.
Right. I'm still a work in progress.
Yeah.
I'm a work in progress.
Yeah, as we all are,
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, of all the uncles and brothers that I've known my whole entire life, I've never seen such a dynamic that you and Ty have.
What do you mean?
I mean, y'all are brothers, but if you ain't know no better, you think that y'all was probably like fraternal brothers or identical brothers because everything is done together almost. Everything is talked to every day about don't nothing happen without one or the other knowing.
That is true.
And where did that, how did that bond form?
It's just a brotherly bond. I guess that is something over the years that just cultivated it.
Have y'all ever got any type of fist fights or any type of I ain't talking to you no more, fine, don't talk to me no more?
No, we have disagreements.
Yeah.
But no fist fights, none of that, no.
Because like I said, I've seen a lot of, I just never seen.
Oh no fist fights.
I just never seen brothers that's not identical, that's not twins of some sort, be as close as y'all are that close to each other. I like it. You know what I'm saying? I wish more brothers or more, black men, period, could just have that continuity, with each other.
Just always had it. We just always had it.
You fantasy football, he in fantasy football. You got a phone, I got a phone. He come up with he got a new update. What's the new update?
Yeah.
What I'm cooking. What it's a great bond, and and it's that bond that all parents wish that their children would have with one another.
That is true.
And y'all have that, and I guess you can contest that to the upbringing. If I can say that, don't leave your brother behind. Don't leave your brother behind.
Right.
Don't leave your brother. You gotta go with you. Gotta go with you. Gotta go with you. And it's it's just it's not mind-boggling, but it's like, damn, they got a great ass relationship.
Remember, we worked a lot of the same jobs together too. From the gas station.
You worked at the gas station?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you worked at the gas station.
Because Tyrone worked at the gas station when Tyrone worked at the gas station. And then we worked at Wendy's together.
I thought y'all worked at 2 different Wendy's.
We did. But every now and then we might be in the same store.
Oh, that part I never knew. I just thought he worked at one Wendy's and you worked at a Wendy's.
Every now and then, every blue moon, we might would hit the same store.
Oh.
We both worked at Wendy's, both for the same company. So you got the gas station, Wendy's, and you got Sky Chef, then you got the company now is the Dial. What the hell are you work for? Del & Co. So we always had jobs together.
And with the limousine service too?
And the limousine service. So we always and we used to bowl together. So we always done a lot of things together.
Wow. I mean, that's just a contest of a strong, bond that, can, when you say my brother's keeper,
right,
that's the true definition of my brother's keeper.
Yeah. And hopefully it goes much longer.
Oh yeah, I get all the faith in the world that it's gonna go as far as God's gonna take it, and then it's gonna even go a little further. It's gonna go even beyond that.
I hope you're right.
And because y'all used to work together right now, but he's done retired since then, right?
Yeah, he moved on to the easy life.
So how does that feel now that you go to work every day and he's not there?
Well, he putting his time.
But how does it feel for you?
Oh, it's a big adjustment for me. Working together, working somebody 40 years and always at the same place, and someone had your back and you had their back. So it's a big adjustment. Big adjustment.
Did you find yourself getting ready to, like, thinking that he in dispatch and you getting ready to call him, like, but damn, he ain't even in there?
Oh, for a couple of times. I still call him. Still call him early in the morning. I still call him.
Oh, you still call him early?
Oh,
yeah.
But he don't pick up always. But I still call, but he don't pick up. Look, I got 4 or 5 more years and I'll be out.
Oh, you got about 4 or 5 more years to go? You don't think you're going to do anything else after that? You're going to hang it up all together and do what?
Nothing.
You ain't going to pick up fishing,
Nothing.
Golfing?
Nothing.
Go-kart racing?
As now,
hunting?
the Lord let me retire at 65, 66. I don't want to do nothing.
You going to be 65 in 3 or 4 more years?
No, I'm 60 now.
You going to be... Oh, wow. You don't seem like you 60.
I'm 60.
Wow. Damn, I guess time flies when you're having fun, huh?
My old man now.
And being that, and saying that, how does it feel being a grandfather?
Oh, that's a wonderful thing. That's a wonderful thing. Oh, Jackson, that's a wonderful thing.
And what does Jackson do for your life that you didn't think could get any better, or just, what does he do for your life that just gives it more life?
It's just to see your child's child growing up. It's a whole different, use a whole different parenting when you're a grandparent as opposed to parenting.
Right.
You're a grandparent, you give them everything you can. And then it's just a different feeling. They're happy to see you, you're happy to see them. You're happy when they go home. You're happy when they come.
Now, do you give them stuff you ain't supposed to have?
Yeah.
So like what do you give him that he ain't supposed to have?
We just say he does okay.
Oh, okay. Because I knew when I was the only grandchild, I got all the candy that was here.
Oh yeah, he does good. He does good. I don't know when this. He does good.
And when I was, I got to sit in the front seat.
Well, we can't do that no more now with this.
And I got to turn the steering wheel.
Yeah, you got everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does okay.
You got a CB in the car. I used to have a CB in the car. I probably had a CB in the car.
No, he good. He good. As long as God let me breathe and I'm still working, he'll be all right.
Oh, okay, all right. And speaking of that too, what was it like, when your only daughter became married?
Well, it was time. She wasn't at a young age. It was time.
Right.
She was of age. She, went to school, got the degree and everything. It was okay.
Okay.
It was a time that was the time for it.
Did you
Be
cry?
different. No.
You didn't cry?
Oh no.
No cry, joy?
No. I'm happy for her. But
Oh,
I'm crying.
okay.
The difference is 18, 19, and 21, young and dumb, but she was past that stage.
Right.
And she was ready. She got a good head on her shoulder. So she was ready, but no crying.
Oh, okay, all right. You know, cause I like, you know, and you know, like we were speaking before about family dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and rubbing off and being a part of your genes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
That even our offsprings, you know, have become, you know, pretty decent in the life that they chose to have.
Right.
You know, we ain't have a lot of money.
No.
You know, we they ain't had no trust funds.
No.
You know, but I would like to think that what we did instill in our children, you know, especially you, is that, you know, I know it's cliche, but hard work does pay off.
You hope they get that message.
Yeah.
But out there now, so many things going on, so many people, or jobs, or people throw curveballs in your kids' way, or throw dirt in your kids' way, and sometimes it's a little bit harder for them to get over that than it was for us.
Right.
So you hope you instill that in them. There's a lot more negativity out there than positive, and you got to keep on fighting to get what you want.
Yeah, I mean, cause you got a daughter that's, what is it that she do now?
She works in the insurance business.
You got her that works in the insurance business. You have a son that's in what, anime?
Greg's in, anime.
Yeah, you got another son that was in the Coast Guard.
David's Coast Guard Search and Rescue, and he was an engineer, flight engineer.
Right.
So.
You know, then you had the youngest son that
Eddie's still trying to find him. He got talent though. He got the talent.
I thought he was in the drawing too or something like that.
He's in there, but he ain't found that job yet. But he got the skill.
Right. You know.
He's still fighting.
You know, and you have Ashton that's a wonderful spirit.
Mentally challenged, but
he has a bright spirit.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? And you know, that's another thing that, you know, also I have to applaud, you know, I have to applaud you on, and like I told, you know, Ty, that, you know, never treated any of them any different.
Right.
You know, you part of the family, you're part of the family.
That's it.
You gotta go sit down, everybody gotta go sit down. It's time to eat, it's time for everybody to eat. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take care of you, I gotta take care of you. You know, it was never no, don't do that. He just, no, it's not that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You a part of the family, and this is what we're gonna. This is the role that you have is what I expect from you.
Right.
You know, and that's and never made nobody feel any different.
At least I hope I did.
No, I don't think you did. And you know, and that's the part I have to give you and Ty both. You know, kudos on doing that as far as being, you know, men. Raising children, raising a family,
right?
That everybody has a role, and this is your role. Right. This is your role. This is your role, and I know everybody gonna mess up in the role,
right? Because
one of the children, I believe, ran into your garage, and they still living to this day.
Yeah.
So was that one of the parts where you said earlier that your wife made you look at something a little different to where you couldn't pop your head, you couldn't pop your cool?
Yep. yes. And it turned out all right.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, turned out all right.
You know, so I mean, you gotta, like I said before. Now, I like to, you know, give you your roses. You know, while you're still here. You know, may not say it all the time, may not say it, you know, barely ever. But you know, while we're here today, I just want to give you your roses and let you know what you've, you know, meant, you know, to me as an individual.
Well, you're doing all right yourself.
You know what I mean? But that had to go to what I've seen my whole life. You know, now had you and Ty and Granddaddy and y'all friends been out there in the streets, running the streets, doing whatever,
right?
That may have been a road I would have went down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But since I seen every day getting up, going to work, getting up, going to work, taking care of your children. They got a birthday, they got this, they got that. I gotta take care, and I like to tell people all the time, somebody's watching you all the time. You just don't know they're watching you. No matter what it is you do in life, somebody is watching you. You just don't know who it is that's watching you. It could be the person in the window with the camera watching you. Mm-hmm. It's your coworkers watching you. It's your family watching you. Somebody's watching you at all times. And when you have that character, those values, those morals, mm-hmm. it's being seen. Okay. Because no matter what it is that one thing about morals and values, it's easy to do it in front of people when you know they're watching. Okay. But who you really are is when that door is closed and no one is watching you.
You're right about that.
And sometimes you don't know. You think the door is closed, but I'm still watching, and you're rubbing off.
I'm hoping rubbing off. What you're doing already? You got your nice home. Your kids are developing and growing. They're doing things. Next thing for you to do once you get married, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
but you're doing fine without being in your place. You go to work. You don't bother nobody. And you watch what's around you. So.
Oh yeah. And I got that part. Mm-hmm. I got that part from you. Yeah. I got like I told I asked Ty. I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure if you say the same thing. But what was your because you had a lot of style coming up back in the day. You had a small Jerry curl. It wasn't like Ty Jerry curl.
Ty had the good hair.
Yeah. Ty had, y'all had the clothes. Y'all knew how to dress up, and y'all had, cars and stuff like that. I think Ty may have had more cars. Oh, yeah. But what was your favorite car that you had coming up?
I had a Mazda 626.
I think I remember that. I think I remember that.
Sunroof.
It was burgundy?
No, it was brown.
It was brown. Okay.
626. She was pretty.
My favorite car was the black Cadillac.
Oh yeah, but you said coming up.
Up to this day, up to this day.
Oh, the photo. Oh,
yeah.
With the tinted windows in the back.
Yeah.
Brown leather.
Yeah. That was my favorite car.
Yeah, Bella knew me back then.
Now my least favorite. What was your least favorite car?
I had a '78 Horizon.
My least favorite car was the Volkswagen Bug.
Okay.
Cause that car stayed in the garage, never came out the garage.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay.
That was my least favorite car because I could not get my bikes in the garage.
Yeah.
Or anything else in the garage.
Yeah.
Because that damn thing was taking up all the space in the garage.
You're right.
And it never left the garage.
Good memory. Good memory. Okay. Yes. But that Cadillac, okay, we're gonna keep on moving.
I think you had the Cadillac and you had the 8-ball leather jacket.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
What David Allen Greer said? Those was back in your backsliding days?
Anyway, we're gonna keep on moving. Yeah, there was different times. But they were all right though.
Yeah, that was all right. They was all right. But and I'm sure everybody that knows you, but for the people that don't know you, that you're an excellent cook.
No, I turned into a pretty good cook. I started off, I had to learn. I didn't always have it. Your granny used to teach me on the phone back before cordless phones. Mm-hmm. On the phone, granny would teach me, then learning from YouTube and learning from this and that. But now I can cook pretty. I can hold my own now.
Yeah, it's because when you cook, they come. It's like that old. If you build it, they'll come. Right. If you cook it, we gonna come. Yeah. And how long of a before you finally said, all right, I'm gonna let the masses taste this now. How long was you practicing or getting your skill set together before that day came up? And then what was it like when everybody that ate it was like, who cooked this?
It took a while. I had to practice. The family was the, as you want to say, guinea pigs. So I was learning. But I don't know, it just took a while, but all of a sudden it just clicked. You know, and then my wife would always help me. Even the youngest son, Eddie, helps me now. But it just took a while, just trial and error. When you cook, you can ask anybody, you ain't going to get everything right the first time. You're going to make some mistakes. And sometimes you have to throw it out and make the same stuff again. But it took a while. Now I'm comfortable with it. It's still something I'm still learning. I got a lot to learn, but I'm comfortable now.
What's your favorite dish to cook?
You mean meats or foods?
All of the meat, the sides.
I go with all the greens, the dressing, the candy yams, the black eyed peas.
They all your favorite?
Oh, favorites.
Or your special? Or what's
ribs.
Specialty?
I say ribs. Mac and cheese, some greens, some dressing, all.
Do you have a special recipe for your ribs?
Oh, yeah.
What's the recipe?
It's a 3 days, a dry season and a wet season.
With the wet season will be what?
Anyway, we're gonna keep on. It's a dry and wet season.
Cause everybody, you know, now even when you make ribs, is it pork ribs only, or do you do beef ribs as well?
Mostly 95% of the time is pork, because the beef takes a little bit longer. But beef is a much slower cook time.
Have you done it recently?
Not recently.
I've done it for the first time in over 10 to 15 years.
Beef?
Yeah.
How long did it take?
It took a little while, but you know when I did it, I used wood.
Okay.
Like actual.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. And then I also did my own little.
Were they tender?
Yeah, they was tender. They was like, you know, like bend over.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
You know, then I did my own little special thing to them too. Cause it's been, and then I didn't realize how expensive beef ribs were.
Oh yeah.
And they smaller. Well, lengthwise.
Lengthwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I normally just look pork ribs. And lately I've been cooking a lot of oxtails.
Oh, somebody got some money. Cause oxtail, they gonna charge you like $15 for 4 of them, and 3 of them gonna be small as hell.
And I've been slow cooking oxtail.
It must be nice. I've been dreaming about it.
Anyway.
I woke up with the taste in my mouth.
You should on right the cattle. Put them up for you.
That's the last place I got them. Well, whenever I do get them from cattle. Yeah, because they give you more.
Right.
And I think they're $30, but they give you.
But you can just you get the whole tail and they cut them up now.
Oh, you get the whole tail?
Yeah, you get the whole package and they cut it up. If you get it's cheaper to buy the whole thing. If you get the ones already cut up, they're like $1.50 more. So you just buy the whole tail, take it right where they in there, and they slice it up for you.
I ain't know the hotel was. I ain't know the hotel was available.
Ain't that?
Oh,
package I brought was $94.
Oh well, now I know.
Yeah, and they slice them right up in there for you.
You get a 10% discount.
I'll take you with me. I'll take you with me.
So when you do barbecue, do you use wood? Do you use charcoal? Do you use?
I use charcoal and cherry wood. Wood chips.
Oh, you use the wood chips?
Yeah, and
now,
the charcoal.
Do you soak the wood chips, or you just put them in?
I soak the wood chips about 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, okay.
So that they'll cook how I want them to cook.
Right.
But you just don't put them in there. You soak them. I soak them 2 or 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And let that wood chip get in there. You have that good fire.
And how long is that? How long is that? Do you gotta kind of put them back in? Put them in there with the charcoal, or once you get them in there, they just in there?
Well, if I set them in there right, once I'm in there, but every now and then, if I'm blazing the fire, it's too hot, then I have some more already ready, and I just add it to it.
Oh, okay, all right. 'Cause like I said before, I try to use the logs.
Right.
You know, and the logs cook long, and I also try to use charcoal lumps.
Okay.
Cause
you like how that?
Yeah, cause see with the lumps, I found out that it's not it. Regular charcoal has chemicals in it for to burn evenly. The lumps don't have the chemicals in there to do that, so it burns unevenly. Mm-hmm. They burn longer, they burn faster, but it's without chemicals. And depending on how I'm feeling, I don't use lighter fluid either.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that lighter fluid, at least if you usually want to try to burn it off as much as possible.
Right. So they have different straws and things like that you put in there to light it on fire, which they got these tumbleweed things. And I try to use the tumbleweeds to for the most part to do it and get the fire going. With the charcoal then gets the wood going as well. That wood, if you don't do it right, that wood take forever to get going.
Well, that's why I like the wood chips, and I soak it long enough, it controls that fire a lot.
Oh, okay.
But everybody got their own
preference or whatnot. Yeah, everybody got their own preference. I'm still an open pit person when it comes to barbecue sauce. I know everybody like Uncle Ray's or Stubbs, and I'm still old school open pit. What barbecue sauce do you like?
I use Ray's. I use Ray's, or sometimes make up my own sauce. I used to make up my sauce, but I found out it just takes too much time, so I wound up using Open Ray's. Because to make your own sauce with the wine and all that stuff, it just took too much because I'm always cooking so much other stuff, so I don't have the time to put in to make my own sauce.
Now, when you use the sauce, do you do a mop with the barbecue sauce to put on the meat?
Do what?
Well, they have what they call a mop. You know,
brush.
Brush. Yeah. But it looks like a real small mop.
Oh no, I got brushes.
Oh, okay, all right. I tried using the mop.
No, I got brushes.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just for the barbecue.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I tried using the mop, but that's that wet seasoning, which it didn't really work out too much for me.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked the idea of it, but then when I went to go trying to do it, it just didn't work. It was one of them trial and error things to where it's like, I'm gonna eat this meat, I'm gonna throw this meat away.
No, I got brushes just for the ribs.
Oh, okay.
That's it for the ribs.
And have you ever done a brisket before?
Yeah, but it didn't come out. The second one came out good.
And how long did you do that one for?
Brisket, I think it was 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I got one to get back. I need to buy me an expensive thing for the brisket.
You know, I mean, I just got a barrel grill, and
No, I'm gonna buy me a brisket thing. But yeah, I like doing good brisket.
Because what I want to try to do one day, what I want to buy, they have a barrel that sits upright, and you put the meat on the hook.
Right.
And you just hang it in there. Yeah.
You thinking about getting that?
Yeah, I was thinking about getting that. Giving that a try.
Just put it in there and that's it.
Yeah, it'd be ribs, briskets, whatever. You just put on the hook and it's.
I don't know about. I think about doing that for the brisket. Yeah, but my ribs, I still like it high. I like doing them.
Oh yeah.
With the smoked grilled chips on.
Oh, okay, all right. You know, but I guess that'll be about it for today. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. You know, I want to thank my uncle for coming in. He don't necessarily do a lot of talking or do anything on social media. He has social media, but he's never on the social media. He may hit like from time to time, may hit a comment from time to time, but I appreciate him coming in and doing this podcast with me. Thank you.
No problem, nephew. No problem.